to start designing our application, where we are going to head over and use the LangGraph application that is on the Lang Studio, and we are going to generate a LangGraph app on the Studio and connect it to the Lang Studio so that we can have an IDE. So heading over, signing up to the Lang Studio, and going to my VS Code. This is my folder and how it looks like, and this is how we've set up. So I'm just going to paste the command. The first one is to create a Python environment, and as we wait for it to create a Python environment, because we are going to set up all our files in our project structure. On the left, you can see the files are being written or are being deriving. So as we are setting up our Python environment, we are going to set up our packages, install our packages, and especially use the repo template that's designed. So we are going to use the Python template. We are going to use the Python embedding. So first of all, we install the LangGraph CLI, then use the command to install the LangGraph template so that it's easier to start our project. So as over here, we have an error, but our Python environment has been created. We can't upgrade pip, and now we are installing the Lang CLI. It's easier if you are on Windows to install this via a virtual environment, the VENV, so that you don't run into any errors such as OS errors. So you have to ensure that you're in the right environment. It's activated VENV, and all our packages are being installed currently. As it's setting up, we're going to CD into our folder. So remember, we created the backend folder, and we are going to create a front-end folder from our application stack, and CD into change directory into the backend folder and install our applications or build the dependencies inside there. So as our applications are being installed, our packages are being installed, we can wait, and our packages are finished installing in our environment, and we are just going to create the front-end folder. This is part of our structure, and now it's time for us to clear the terminal and create the backend folder. So we are going to use the command, and I'm going to create the backend folder. As you can see, it's just a one-line command, and there's an error there, but there's nothing wrong with that. You can see all of my folders are generated as per the instructions in the website. This is just a prepackaged template. That's why we were using the Python template to get a good structure. So now we're going to change the directory into our backend and install the dependencies. So we are going to CD into the backend. Let me switch to the VS Code. Yeah, CD into the backend and try to install the dependencies which are already built. So it's building the dependencies and installing it. Then later we can be able to generate a requirements.txt to freeze a requirements.txt. But first of all, let's just generate the packages and have a basic standard application going, the basic LangGraph application going. So checking out the README, we can see that the information that is stated inside there. We can try to set the preview and check out the preview as the packages are being installed. And this is what we are expecting as we run on the Studio. So we have a single node, and we have the start node, a single call model node, and the end node. And this we are going to also add our API key. This can also be from the page. So this is just the same instructions that are in the page. And also in the lang dev folder, we are going to run LangGraph dev, which is the running command. So now let's edit the environment variable. Let's change env.example to .env. And let me just go and add my API key. So we are going to generate an API key. Don't worry about this. I will obviously delete this key. And we are going to set it out there, change it, yes. And right now I'm in my backend folder. So let me do LangGraph dev so that we can see what runs. Running LangGraph dev, we run the React application, the React create React agent, and we are able to go to the port. So it will open in the browser automatically. Will be redirected to the browser to our Studio page, which looks like something like this, and I hope it is same as the one in the README. So let me close that tab. And also, if you're using browsers, you need to disable shields and trackers. I'm using Brave browser, so I need to disable the shield. So in case you're using Firefox and other browsers that disable ad trackers and other facilities, you need to disable it for the Lang Studio page. So this is what my model looks like. This is the input. You can change it from JSON to YAML. And yeah, so right now we basically have a structure of the project and a working LangGraph application. Join me on the next video when we're going to edit this and build on from here. Thank you.